seasons in the history of the program. Been phenomenal all year.
Here's Vaughn with some room, past the 20, and Vaughn might be gone. He's got incredible speed, outrunning Bama defenders. Inside the 20, Vaughn inside the 10, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Case. Young to the air, has time, everybody covered. Young steps up, now throws, complete, back of the end zone, touchdown. Isaiah Young throwing, and it's caught for a touchdown by Cameron Love. Now they're taking a ton of time off the clock. They snap it with 15 seconds. Young to the end zone, and they haven't signaled yet. Now they do. Touchdown. McClellan in now at running back. Young going deep into the end zone. Oh, what a throw! On the money to Brooks for the touchdown. For Kansas State. Alabama's 2 possessions, both starting in plus territory. McClellan inside the 10, heading for the end zone, touchdown. 3rd and 13, they bring everybody. Young from the pocket is sacked back at the 4. 19 years ago when he was a head coach of the LSU Tigers. Young on 3rd and 6, and it's a strike for a first down. Prentice breaks tackles inside the 20. Prentice inside the 10 to the end.
For the end zone.
Jordan Shippers is into the end zone for the Kansas State.
Like him in the slot. Green on the zone read keeper. Gets the edge. Extends. Touchdown, Arkansas. Off play action. Lot of time for Green to slow. Wide open. Down the sideline. Flying to the pylon from him. Braylon Russell makes his way into the end zone for a touchdown. 3rd down, here's the blitz. Green fits it over the middle, another big play. About 30% of the receiving yards. And obviously Taj Brooks. But Jacoby Williams into the clear, into the Memphis. There's the block for Dickey. Conyers angles. Green back to the air, has a man wide open. Tyrell Reed. Taj Brooks. Hammond in traffic, and that's picked off. Blitz. Aiken. Stiff arm. Being legend. An assistant coach stop at Baylor, head coach at Texas Tech. Stidham takes a step forward, now floats one to Whitlow down the sideline. Whitlow cuts it back, middle of the field. Touchdown, Auburn! Whitlow, his second touchdown of the game, the one they call Booby. Whitlow will keep it and easily into the end zone for Rondell Moore on the fly sweep. Moore, stutter step.
And he's got all the talent to be good.
Stidham all day. Down the seam. Caught by Slayton, and he can take this to Timbuktu. Not helping there, buddy. Screen pass to Slayton. Slayton breaks free. First down and more. Slayton runs past the entire...
Be off.
He leaves you off the beaten path. Unintentionally. Blouse pass batted down. It's intercepted by Big Cat Bryant. 300 yards passing for Stidham in the first half. Looking for more. Slayton. Little misdirection. Ryan Davis into the end zone for a touchdown. Three-man rush. Lagway's pass is picked off. And Tulane. Lagway steps up into the end zone, intercepted. Wow. He'll throw. In traffic, tipped and picked. Lagway finds Tony Livingston.
40 pounds. Imagine trying to tackle him as a high school player.
Daniels, an alchemist. Wow. He's the QB. Hands it off. Rubio into the end zone for the touchdown.
Summerall, and he's relayed that to him.
Underneath, Williams.
Nice move.
Spins ahead into this Florida team not long ago was 4-5, and many.
After Edwards went for 17. Here's Milton inside the 10 and right to the end zone. Kendall Milton. Milton right into the end zone. Edwards, this is getting too easy for the Georgia running game. Straight ahead into the end zone. McConkey. And he's going to weave his way into open space. Look at this from Lat McConkey. My, oh my. Two, as Edwards, they come back with Smith, and Smith is going to trot right in. Sprint right for Beck. To the end zone he goes, and he's able to find Love. Experience. Giving it to the young guys. Final play of this first half, as it is intercepted. Malachi Starks, the first team All-America with Edwards. Right behind Micah Morris. Cash Jones, the running back. Stockton. And he's going to cash in to lost back. And maybe the mockery of that could be going away in the course of the next week and a half. To the end zone. And that is hauled in for a touchdown.
Play 13 here. Another pass play. Levis looking, throwing, dumping it off. Rodriguez into the end zone. Touchdown.
Double taking the ball away.
24 interceptions, a school record. Levis gets hit and sacked. Van Valkenburg got him back inside the 5th. Play action here. Petrus setting up, looking downfield. Passes tip and picked off at the 32-yard line. Well, now you just got to throw the Hail Mary.
Yep.
Petrus will firing it into the end zone. There's a man down there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by, and they run a jet sweep, and there's some running room for Bruce inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown. 3rd and 10 on the field. Back to throw. Petrus throws back to Laporta with blockers out in front. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. Laporta to the end zone. Time for Kentucky if they want to run the ball. 4-man rush. Now a 5th comes in late. Throw downfield. Robinson's there. Caught inside the 30. Cuts it back. Oh, he hurdled the defender. He's inside the 5. Dives for the end zone. And down at the 1. Robinson hit in the backfield. Breaks a tackle. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown. 53 seconds. Petrus, pressure coming off the edge. He's hit, gets rid of the ball. A diving attempt at an interception, and he got it.
First possession here in Houston. All day for Nussmeier. Back of the end zone, and it's 2nd and long. The screen, Washington could not corral it. Here comes LSU. The pick six. Baylor facing 3rd and 5. And towards the end zone, Cameron. Did he haul it in? No.
Nussmeier.
Sam, did he get 2 feet in?
He did.
To the end zone. Has a man and an LSU touchdown. And it starts with this game today. Nussmeier. The throwback, and there's Green again. An easy touchdown. The Baylor Bears out of the Big 12. Pendergrass straight ahead. The second effort, he got there.
But that defense for Boise is 2nd in college football when it comes to sacking quarterbacks. And so if this turns into a game where it's a passing game.
Tigers get it back, and there goes Thomas. Xavier Thomas to the house. Yates went in motion, another screen, and another touchdown. Bears are not going away. Handoff straight ahead for the touchdown. Takes care of business against Baylor to close out 2024. 44-31 the final.
They got this interesting formation. Normally they shift, but they're not going to. Direct snap. Davis going to throw it into the end zone. It's picked off. Intercepted by Moore, and he's still going. Moore past the 30 to midfield. They finally going to former walk-on quarterback at Memphis. Juice is loose. Antoine Wells in. Bentley's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Feeling on the move. Throws back across his body and wide open. Jackson Dart's been magnificent so far. Throwing this ball towards the end zone. Right on target. Pulled in by Russ. SMU, two teams from the conference make the college football playoff. Feeling got rid of it and underthrow it. Picked off by Isaiah Hamilton. Hamilton inside the 10. All the way. 100 passing yards now in the season. On first and goal, they run it. Bentley. Got 7 touchdowns on the season. Instead, a quick throw to Watkins. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Career start, 1 pass thrown all season until tonight. That's because Malik Murphy transferred. Duke's normal starting quarterback. And Beelan looking for the end zone. And he's got his second touchdown up in the draft. Downfield, Watkins breaks the tackle and heads for the end zone. And a long throw back to Higgins from Peyton Jones. Jones out there now trying to block for Higgins, who's past the 40-yard line. Higgins with a chance to take it all the way. No flags down.
They tend to play a little bit more picket fence down here and not man coverage.
That one is thrown right to an Illini defensive back, and there's another Illinois interception. It's 17. That's how long he's known Bielema. He feels like he's really ready for it. Rodgers rolling left. Will Rogers going to heave it down the field, and a jump ball intercept. This time DeVito's going to keep it. Tommy DeVito, touchdown. Down, and they just got the ball snapped, just barely. DeVito steps up, stumbles, and goes down. Griffin. A little bit of a high snap, the hold, the kick on the way, and good. Will Rogers. The Illini show some pressure. Rogers, pressure really didn't come. He had a man left side, didn't throw it to him, to the back of the end zone, and caught for a touchdown. What a snap, hold, kick, up, and good. DeVito throws short. They'll pitch it back. Here's Williams, so dangerous in the open field. He's going to throw it backwards. That's well executed. Ball pops up in the air. Still a chance. Another lateral. Now it's the quarterback, DeVito. He throws it backwards. It's going to hit the turf. Scooped up by the Bulldogs. And they're going to go the other way. A touchdown, Marcus Banks. Here's a toss ahead and a good cut and a touchdown. Terrell Washington to the top of your screen. Cook looking that way to the end zone. Touchdown, Weiss. Hard to tell who's cheering for who out there in the stands today. Two teams tied at 7, and here comes Caden Weegan. A dangerous return man. Tiptoes the sideline. One man to beat. Goodbye. Fake to Carroll, looking over the top, throws to the corner. Wide open is Johnson for the touchdown. Hands to Moulton. Moulton
Brooks, touchdown. Cook on a 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff to Manning. Manning, touchdown. Iowa 6 for 9. Sullivan wants to throw, will take off. Now stops, throws. Is it intercepted to tie the game? And I tell you what, first part's clean, and the kick has enough leg, and it is good. Sullivan's going to try to sneak it himself. No! Hit twice! Corey Flagg was all over him.
The red zone.
That you will absolutely take. Brooks around the corner. There's the patience from Kennedy Brooks that they rave about. Williams wants to fade, stoops in the end zone for a touchdown, Oklahoma. Oregon and Oklahoma played. Adrian Peterson had a huge 4th quarter. Deep ball for Williams, down the middle, right on the money for Mims. And do it again. Cutting inside, then back out. Brooks seeking the end zone. He's in. This is Dye into the end zone and a touchdown, Oregon. Coach there, Randy Trivers. Caleb Williams spins it out wide for an Oklahoma touchdown.
Through the offseason, through the season, and then all of a sudden they're not there, and you're relying on young players.
This is a beautiful ball for Thornton, and he waltzes in. Brooks waiting, buying time around the corner. Kennedy Brooks, a vintage 4th down for Oregon. Brown wants it all down the sideline. It's there for the touchdown. Chris Hudson with it. Brown wants more. Franklin over the shoulder. Did he drag the... How about this for Oklahoma?
Yeah, no doubt. Great ball game, great story with having Coach Stoops come in here and coach this thing.
Quarterback. Joyner rolling to his right. Launches off his back foot and completes. Jaheim Bell. House call. High snap. Noland off play action. A strike to Bell. He breaks away. Jaheim Bell, another touchdown. 6 once yet. On the delay, here's Brooks. He's got a big hole. British Brooks. It's a foot race. And the former walk-on from up the road in Gastonia. Howell dancing around and engulfed. Back at the 25, it's Pickens. Hughes. And it's a run play. Stiff arm. McDowell. Stays in bounds. Touchdown. Howell behind him in the eye. Harris up the middle. Barges in. Low snap. Comes back to Howell. Downfield. Wide open. Garrett Walston. And he'll cruise in for 6. To this offense. Big role for him next year. Howell taken down by Damani Staley. That was the opening act. Drake May takes off. And slides down. South Carolina puts a capper on its season.
Hill, a lot of time, throws end zone and intercepted. Cool to see. Iamaleava, first play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. They get the play snapped quickly anyway, just in case, and a second rushing touchdown for Iamaleava.
New Year's Day, what a day for college football. Iowa's offense back on the field, play fake, and Deacon Hill just goes down. Now you give fullback in front of Sampson, and Iamaliava rolling, now diving, touchdown! Really haven't even tried from the shotgun. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown. Playoffs that are starting here in a matter of minutes. Iamaliava zips one in there. Completion. And touchdown, Tennessee.
Reception on the first play of the game. Ewers wide open, touchdown, hook 'em. Bolden with a chance as a return man to set up Texas in good field position as he returns it from the 25. And he breaks through. Look at Silas Bolden. Goodbye.
Gets man coverage.
Oh, the ball is loose, and it's going to be a safety. It popped right back into the hands of Quinn Ewers. Ewers, he's pressured, looking to extend the play, directing traffic. Now he's going to run it himself, and Quinn Ewers goes in for the rushing touchdown. And two, trailing by 2 possessions. Scadaboo's going to try to throw it downfield, and it is caught, and into the end zone goes Malik. Ewers to pass. Downfield, wants every bit of it, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted by Scadaboo. Straight ahead, driving those legs. And in, he gets in, he is in. Scadaboo has done it. We are all. Scadaboo. Wrapped up, sent back, and then goes forward. Is he in? Yes!
Trying to audible.
To stay alive. Can they hook him? Touchdown! Matthew Golden! Second overtime, and Gunnar Helm opens it up that way. 3rd and 8. Levitt. That ball's intercepted! It is intercepted! Makuma seals it! Hook 'em horns!
And now on 3rd down and 17, it's just a 3-man rush. Howe floats one, and it's going to be intercepted. Spiller breaks a tackle. He's at the 5. He's at the goal line.
You got to understand, ball's got to come out.
Flags down, shot to the end zone. Bobbled. It's a touchdown. They'll give it to Spiller. And he'll run into the end zone with a Texas A&M touchdown. Owns a wide receiver in the backfield. Hal looks his way on the wheel route. He's wide open for the touchdown.
First scene, which is big words.
Howell out of the pocket. Looking downfield. Unloads one for Downs. Drops it in. Josh Downs. Pay dirt.
Number 0.
Mond out of the pocket. He'll tuck it under. And he'll get to the pylon. Chain blockers out in front. Kept his balance. Gets down the sideline. The sprinter in the open field, and no one's going to catch him. Touchdown. They'll run it with A-Chain, and he is in for the touchdown. Beating 2 touchdowns with only 1 timeout left. Al extending the play. Somehow stays on his feet. Tyree Johnson couldn't bring him down at first. Now he gets another.
Pavia. Play fake. Touchdown. King to throw. Dumps it off. Touchdown. A rarity out of the I formation. He'll fake it. He can run it. He can throw it. He's going to run it for the touchdown. 13 of 20 on the year. Good clean snap. Plenty of leg. And it is right down the middle. Dead 3rd and a yard. Pavia. Quick throw to the outside. Caught. Touchdown. Eli Stowers. 6-7 hours of unbelievable football. Intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Taylor.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Pavia to the end zone. Touchdown. Incredible. Eli Stowers, year and a half as a tight end. Diego Pavia, a long time as a quarterback.
Get up there.
Quick snap on third down. 3rd and goal. Going to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. There's the snap. King running that way. Throwing to the goal line. Passes caught. Touchdown. Georgia Tech. Bailey Stockton with